party people, welcome back to Tapestry. My name is Antoinette and I am your host. If you haven't done so already, make sure you have subscribed to our channel, you're liking, you're sharing our videos, and also put your comments in the comment section. We want to hear from you guys and what are your thoughts on our topics and our conversations. So today I have my beautiful ladies in the studios. Welcome, ladies, to Tapestry.
Thank you for having us.
Hi, my name is Karen.
My name is Nana.
My name is Sophia. Irene.
Okay, ladies, thank you for being here. So today we're talking about standards in relationships. So what are some standards that you expect your partner to possess or to have? Anybody can go first. All right, now I go.
One of them is consistency. I do not like inconsistency. If you cannot keep pursuing me like you started out, then I don't think it's gonna work.
So like showing up to your door with flowers or like chocolate.
Just like if you say like you want to like get to know me, show me that you want to get to know me and be consistent with it. And like there are some guys like they get the girl and then they stop trying. So I don't like that. I want you to still think of me. I'm still the prize. For sure.
Okay, we'll get back to that later, but okay. Yeah. Ifya?
Communication. I'm sorry. If you're not communicating, it's not going to work out because I can't read your mind. You can't read mine. And if they don't communicate, then you start to like harbor feelings and resentment towards the person and it just like crumbles apart. Yeah,
that's true. Okay, Irene, what are some standards that you have?
I would say just keeping your word. If you say you're going to do something, just do it. Don't give me long stories of why you couldn't do it and this happened and that happened. I really don't care. So yeah.
Okay. What about you, Karen?
I'm with all of them.
I'm sure you must have
like
one thing.
Like one thing.
Let me think. Yeah, just what they said. Like honestly,
Our
that's all I was thinking
relationship
about.
with
Like,
God.
oh yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Please, if you don't believe in God, just stay away. I don't want you.
So that's the first thing, of course. Like,
There are some people who are willing to like change, not just for the girl, but like if he knows like that's the only way to get to the girl, he's gonna like get to know Christ for himself and experience God's love and incorporate that into his
That's
relationship.
commitment right there.
I
I feel like that is.
was going to ask that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Actually, nowadays, a lot of people, like I've noticed, like the guy they meet, they were like a believer, but they were open to it and they got closer and then they ended up started dating and the person's a Christian now. Like those, I feel like that can work. And saying like I feel like it's different when you're dating them and they don't believe, but like if you're friends with them or whatever and like you get to know them and you're like talking about the Bible and they're interested in stuff like that and they start to do that for themselves, then it helps when y'all in the relationship because they like a lot of people who are new to it, they're more into it because it's like they got to define it and choose it for themselves than growing up, you know.
But I feel like you have to make sure that they're actually doing it because they want to and not because of you.
You have someone who's just trying to go on a date with you. So.
Yeah, because like I know like once you get married, like
Yeah.
You have to figure all that stuff in like the talking stage, bro.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
that's where you get to know everything.
Ooh, there's a thing was like those pictures and stuff like that. That's for the marriage, like that cute stuff. Right now, it's time to have all the hard conversations. So.
That's true, and it's funny because I feel like most people don't have the hard conversations during the talking stage. It's just about what did you eat. How you know like
What is your favorite color?
Today's society, a lot of people jump into things so quickly, and then when problems arise, they break apart. Especially like with the whole question thing, a lot of guys like to play like 21 questions. And it'd be like your favorite color. You ask them their favorite fruit. Now they jump to something super crazy, and you're just like, whoa, pause.
Yeah, relax. But I feel like it's very, very necessary to have those hard conversations before you even get to, you go deeper, basically.
Yeah.
In the talking stage?
Yeah.
I agree.
It gets gradual. Like it's
You have to be gradual about it, because then
Yeah.
it'll be like, whoa, like what
If
are
you're
you
pushing too much on me.
your partner?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, what
I
kind
made
of?
that mistake.
Okay, let's hear from you.
We're not gonna elaborate on it,
Yeah,
but I've made that
okay.
mistake and I've learned from it, and I'm not doing it again.
So did you put like too much pressure on them, like trying to like figure out, okay, like what is this?
Yeah,
And they were not there yet.
yeah.
Got it. So what kind of energy should you have? Should you be super? Because I feel like it's like either you are too invested or you're not invested, like doing the talking stage. So like, what are you looking for from that partner to have?
be obsessed with me.
Well, be obsessed, but not overly obsessed with you.
but
Not
like,
stalker. Like,
Oh God.
most of it, I feel like the guy has to love the girl more than the girl does, because
Okay, the guys who don't like you for saying that.
but I say
you're
this
gonna be coded,
because
like,
They know it's true though.
Because most
Some
time,
of them know it's true.
if the girl likes the guy more, the guy realizes that he has her. And so, like, he can decide to play games, go fool around, knowing that that girl's still going to be there at the end of the day.
They
you know what I
like-
mean?
I
they
agree.
chase.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like nowadays, like a girl can think about one guy, and the guy can be thinking about 5 different girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy to me. Like,
But it goes
that's
both
what-
ways. I don't think it's only guys.
Well, yeah, it depends on like
Yeah.
the person. Like, but me personally, I can only
Majority
think
of the
about one
One
guy. I
person at a
cannot
time.
think
Me
about
too.
multiple
Me too.
people. If I want to see where this is gonna go, I'm gonna focus on only you. Like, I know like some people be like, oh, you should have like options open. Like, I do not have like the capacity to do that.
To do that.
Or
It's
my
just
brain to do
tiring.
that.
Like,
Because
please.
my thing is, like, I hate wasting my time, right?
Fact. I
So,
could
pretty
sleep
much,
it.
if I'm, like, going to talk to you and stuff like that, my intention is, like, probably we'll reach the marriage stage, you know what I mean? So I don't have time to waste my time. If I see, like, how you're acting, we're done. Like, we're not continuing this because this is not what I want. Because if I waste my time, I'm like, what were we doing here? You were going around doing all this for what?
So like, when do you like? So okay, during the talking stage, how long should you be in the talking stage?
That's a great question. TikTok likes to give us numbers, and it's 3 months.
I feel like it should be at least 3 months.
I agree.
Because I feel like...
I don't know. I mean, it depends on the person. Like, honestly,
No,
Because
honestly.
sometimes some people, they might meet that person super fast and they jump into it. A little bit
some
time,
people don't even know you're in the talking stage.
a little bit time it works
Sometimes you
out, but majority of the time it just like completely destroys. But I feel like the first month it's like, oh, rainbows and butterflies, we like each other.
Like, we're
I'm
ready to get
feeling you.
married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second month is like now the hard stuff is coming in. You know, like seeing how you are. Are you still keeping that same consistency? You know what I mean?
Okay, you
And
can-
then
sorry.
the third month is like, okay, now it's like I really like her. I really value her. Like I want to take it to the next level. You know what I mean? I feel like that's how.
Okay, you guys are saying 3 months, but like, what if it was like 2 months and the guy asked you out? So you would say no?
I'll say yes.
It's still a yes, but I feel like if you want to put like,
A timeline?
yeah, usually
okay.
3 months.
Okay.
Max.
Because even like,
Nice.
you don't even know they got a relationship. It'd be crazy you got into another relationship a month after you broke up with somebody else. You know what I mean?
I'm saying. Oh.
What are you?
Let me stop talking.
Okay, Irene, what's the timeline for talking stage?
It goes the way it should go.
Yeah.
So it depends.
Yeah.
It depends on the person. If I know you're there to waste my time, you wouldn't see me again. So.
I think also you need to let them know like from the jump what you want. So
Yeah.
Looking for. But also,
That's
okay,
the scariest conversation. Like, I had that conversation.
I don't care.
And after that conversation, I cried. I was like, bro, what?
I don't care.
okay, go ahead, Irene.
I don't think I'm the one supposed to let the person
Yeah, I
know.
was
He's
about to
supposed
say
to
that.
pursue me, so I'm not going to give him ideas of what to do now.
Because he was acting like that.
No. I mean, like, there's difference between, like, oh, I like this and that. I'm telling you, like, what your no-goes are, like, what you expect out of this is what you should tell them. You know what I mean? Like, especially if I'm, like, going to meet a guy, I'm going to be like, first of all, how are you with, like, your relationship with God? How do you treat your family? Like, things like...
I mean, those things, you have to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can tell you, but it's not true.
Yeah, but then I'm like, if you don't communicate, like, I'm not going to continue this, it's a waste of time. If you start acting up, like, I'm not going to give you many chances to keep going, because, like, that's a waste of time also. Like, things like that, like, you let them know, especially if they do it, you let them know right there, like, hey, like, this is
not okay.
Yeah.
And also, I think I learned after my last talking stage that you should just learn how to just, as a girl, just exist. Like, as a guy is pursuing you, just exist. Like, just be there.
Just be there.
And let him just pursue you.
So you shouldn't do nothing?
Oh, you should do something, but, like, you shouldn't be doing, like, so much, like, you're buying him stuff, like, you're buying him gifts, you're trying to see if you guys can hang out, like, you're figuring things, but, like,
And he's not returning the same energy.
he's not doing it back, so you're just like,
yeah, that's a problem.
you're not on the same page no more.
That is true. You don't want to do that.
But some guys would feel like it should be reciprocated. Like, if I
Yes.
am also doing that, you should. But some girls don't do that. They just want to sit down with the
Well,
princess.
I think that's like,
You mean I shoot my? Oh, you know what? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, that, it could be a red flag. Well, because, like, sometimes some girls, like, we're not supposed to chase, really, but, like, we rather like the guy who doesn't really like us, and then the guy who does like us, we're like,
And the thing is that girls take advantage of that, like, when they start buying them stuff, and then they just use the guy for money, so it's like, they be hesitating to do that.
It's all about intentions, also.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
But
So-
that's why you let them know. Well, for me, I can't, like, take advantage of them, but I will let them know, because you have to classify it. Because some guys, sometimes they're just looking for sexual things, you know what I mean? Sometimes they're actually looking for a relationship or looking for a situationship.
Huh?
You just took us there.
And so, like,
Try
you
not to go there.
classify,
Why are you trying not to go there?
you just classify, like, hey, like, this is how I am. This is, like, respect my boundaries. I'm not going to do this with you. You know what I mean? If we're going to do this, like, there is an end goal in mind, you know, that we're reaching. We're not going to be sitting here saying, what are we? You know what I mean? So,
Irene has something to say.
I forgot.
Yeah, I literally forgot what I was about to say too.
So, about what are we? When do you determine that?
It should never
Who
be
is
determined.
asking that question?
I need to stop asking that question.
I feel like
Okay, so do you want a guy to ask that question?
No, he should tell. He should ask me.
If he knows what he wants,
Right.
and he knows, like, we have, like, the feelings is mutual, just ask me
But
to be your
sometimes
girlfriend.
guys are slow to do that.
Well,
no, but I'm saying, like,
If you want
happens
the
to-
girl that bad, if you want her that
If you're-
bad,
You should not
that you
be
don't want
slow.
nobody having her,
usually
just ask her.
it's the girl that asks, so what are we? Because the guy is
Yeah,
playing
because the
around.
guy is taking too long.
Yeah, and they're like, I'm just trying to feel the vibe between us.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
bye.
get to know you, and you end up in a situationship.
but at the same time, okay, excuse my yelling earlier, sorry, because it actually sometimes, like, when the girl asks and he like later elaborates, like, oh, I was planning on going somewhere, I was just still taking my time, because my friend, like, she asked, like, her boyfriend now, like, what we were, because I was like, guys, you're taking forever, like, y'all need to hurry up and wrap it up. And she finally asked him, and he was like, I'm getting ready, but, like, I want to have, like, a perfect time when I can actually ask you, to, like, I get to know you fully. And I was like, oh, okay. So it's not that bad at act.
Some guys,
Sorry.
some guys don't even know relationships at all, and you have to take your time with it, especially because, like, they might like you, they might just be a little shy and nervous,
Exactly.
and they've never done this before. It's been so long, so just kind of.
That's scary, though.
I feel like I'm a shy person, so I don't need another shy person with me.
Yeah, I feel like you have
You
to
should
balance
not
it
be
out.
shy around my family members. It's not going to work. So
Me, personally, I like the calm guy, and then I'm the hyper person.
That's me, honestly.
Okay, so that's
Like-
I feel like that's a different topic, but
I'm more introverted though. I don't know. I mean, they need to be more.
Extroverted.
They need to be more introverted because I feel like it balanced me out. Because because a lot of times too, if the guy is very extroverted, you do have to watch a lot because usually they're talking to every girl, and that could
Yeah.
become an issue. But because I'm already extroverted, I feel like it's just a great balance between us. Because we're both extroverted, it could clash because our personalities are too similar. And on top of that, like, if I had to get someone extra that's been more extroverted than me, because that's something I could be like, I can't just stay in, you know? They gotta force me out the house. But, yeah.
okay.
Another thing I want to add, funny men are very needed
I like corny
in
men.
my life.
A good sense of humor.
Yeah.
Sure.
I like to laugh. Like, I know a lot of people, they know me. You see me smile like most of the time, or I'm laughing. So, what makes you think I want to end up with a guy who does not know how to take a joke or make a joke?
I like corny ones. Like I that's just like I don't know. That's just me. I feel like the dad jokes sometimes I find them funny.
Dad
No.
jokes? You're not serious. You're not
It's
serious.
funny because it's not funny.
Yeah, but like
But then it's not.
I'll stare at you dead in your
but
face.
it
and
has
be
to
like,
work
no.
for them because sometimes it don't work for some guys and it's just like
I understand what she's saying. I don't think she's
Yeah,
trying
you-
to say like corny, but
I feel
like,
like if they're nerdy and they're like
Oh.
they make it look
I mean, like,
Cute little math
you have
joke.
like nerdy guys who are like fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's rare, but
yeah.
like you have the funny ones who are just funny and you have like the ones who are funny just because like that's how they like the way they are and like when they make the joke and they think it's not gonna flow it kind of
It
just
just look cute.
yeah
They thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, yeah.
Okay, so apart from relationship with God, being consistent, funny,
Communication.
communication,
Keeping your word.
keeping your word, keeping your promises.
Ooh, pinky promises are so important to me. Like if we make a pinky promise and you break that pinky promise, God will find you.
when you think about that what do you think about promise rings then?
Oh no.
I would never take one.
Why? Wait, for real?
For what?
You're promising me
What are you
that
promising
you're going to marry me no like the only ring that's going on the finger is an engagement ring. What do you mean promise?
It's like he's just keeping
know,
you in his
yeah,
back
like
pocket.
effort.
Exactly.
No.
That's a way of just like trapping you. Just
Oh.
wasting your time.
I have not seen
I didn't think about
I
that.
didn't think about it like that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
No.
Just another fish in the fish
Because
tank.
a lot of times I see people who do that and then they don't end up
Another fish in the fish net.
because you don't know if they're doing it to somebody else.
Oh yeah, they are.
And they do it before they go off to college a lot of times, and then they go cheat on the girl.
Yes. And they'll marry that girl that they kept waiting for like 4 years. Because that was their safety net. So
Yeah, insurance policy.
don't do that.
Another thing, a guy that can keep me in like my feminine energy. Like I shouldn't be doing things that you should be doing. Like
Yes.
if I can't be like around you and be in La La Land, like
Like,
like I should feel like safe around you and protect.
Oh, yeah.
like, be my like
That's
I can
good.
be a lady.
I feel like in our generation, like how I see my parents, it's more that my dad's a provider and everything, and my mom supports, and she feels comfortable. But I feel like nowadays, like the guy expecting like some stuff where it's just like I don't see you as someone I could like rely on, and you have me having to like do all this because like the whole 50-50 debates, which is honestly like, first of all, why are we even talking about that? Like it's not always 50-50 because are you going 50-50 on the kids on cleaning?
Exactly.
But I really feel like I want to be able to let down my boundaries where I'm like, okay, I can relax. I can lean on somebody. I don't have to always be like, nah, I got to keep this. Like, I can't let you in because you're going to mess up. And a lot of guys, they don't understand that where like the girl won't let down her boundaries because like, let's say you were going to do something and you don't do it. And now you realize like she doesn't really like let herself down because she knows you're not gonna
keep your promise.
yeah, and not committing to what you say you're gonna do. So
Yeah, I think that's why a lot of girls or women like take up more responsibilities. Like the men are not showing up, and then they are like, why are you being more masculine? Because you're not doing your job.
Yeah.
What you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
and it don't mean just
to step up.
financials.
Yeah, it could be like maybe with the kids, like when you have kids and all of that. So,
Emotionally available to don't talk about some nonchalant.
Right. Like,
Nonchalant.
This might sound weird, but someone who knows how to drive is very important
Yes.
The one hand.
to me. Not like
'Cause-
using one hand to drive or something, but we need to be safe in the car, especially if you have kids in the car. You need
never
to
thought
drive
about
like
that,
a sensible
honestly.
person.
Wow.
Why you at that age and can't drive, please?
Like for me, I just started learning how to drive. I broke my passion apprentice 20 years strong, but I feel like I don't really like driving as much as I thought I was going to, but I feel like the guy should be able to relax, honey. I'm gonna take you to the destination, and then you're able to pick up the kids stuff. But if you're recklessly driving, you have all these demerits. I'm not gonna be safe in the car with you.
So if the person has all these, what do they call it?
The points on your driving record, it shouldn't be in the negatives. No.
In the talking stage, are you looking at the driving record?
I'm just saying your driving record shouldn't be
you can
there.
tell how they drive. I've been in some cars with some guys because we all go together, and they're the driver, and they're over here turning, hitting potholes, and everyone's over here feeding for their life.
About that.
Their car is messed up, and he's like, I got so many accidents.
Right, and someone not keeping their car clean. Please.
Okay.
Oh, definitely cleanliness with guys, their fingernails,
Skin routine. Oh
yes, their hygiene. Not the what 5-in-1 head and shoulders. No, you actually have something for your hair to wash your hair, shampoo, conditioner. You have something to wash your face. You have something to wash your body.
So you're requiring them to do all these things.
Me, as long as you're
They really
clean.
don't do that.
As long as you're
Some guys
all
do.
the guys I've met, they all have a skin routine.
I'm really happy that now they're
Surprisingly.
taking care
I
of
don't
themselves
want to
more.
say something because someone might watch this, but I know someone who's a guy that uses makeup. And I'm sorry if you see this, but
Is it
I feel like it's fine. It depends on. I feel like it's fine. Oh my god! I feel like it's fine because some people they just touch up blemishes,
no, he's not.
But some guys they just touch up blemishes. You know what I mean?
he does the whole thing foundation.
Oh no, just
Concealer?
a little bit touch up. Yeah.
Yeah, because think about this, right? Okay. Male actors,
I can't
they
really
wear
judge you for the I don't know.
Male actors wear makeup, right? What is the difference, though? They might just want to touch up something they're insecure
it's just
about.
for TV, but for him,
But I'm like,
might be
God
insecure.
forbid
Who
I
knows?
hug you one day and I'm wearing a white dress.
Oh,
and you stayed my.
You're not that sure, right?
Because I don't use makeup in the first place, so.
Okay, so a guy that uses makeup, that's a red flag.
Hey,
No, well,
that's
no.
real.
I mean, some guys paint their nails and everything.
Nah, no, we're not doing that.
No, that's cute.
I mean,
It's not like colors. It should be clear,
okay,
yeah.
fine. Yeah, but not colors.
Those matching ones that you
Yeah, the matching ones are cute.
Man, let's get stories together.
No.
Oh, you have to search a picture because, I think you're thinking too much of it. It's it's not.
I know the clear ones.
Yeah.
Guys
Yeah,
get
but
Some guys they won't paint their
stars
nails;
and
they'll just do
nails.
clear. So.
I mean, of course, you're getting a manicure, fine.
They go
That's
get
nice.
mani pedis too. They do the toes.
Yeah,
Yeah, but no makeup.
yeah. Makeup is.
Yeah, that's a bit,
I don't care.
suspicious.
I mean, they can help me put my makeup on.
Is he sure he's not?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't have to mean that because I know some people who it's just because they're insecure about something, so they just cover it up. That's why they wear makeup. So
Yeah, it's probably
you help
that
them
for
through the
that person.
insecurity.
I think so.
Yeah.
Insecure about that.
Think.
That's true. So let me ask this. So how long should you know a guy until you're able to be vulnerable with them?
He should
at
be
what
my friend
stage?
first. So
Okay.
he should be a friend.
Okay.
Starting this year.
Me, for example, I feel like I'll start to get comfortable, if they're
If we click fast, it's
How they reciprocate.
how they respond. Maybe I'm I'm going to do this, and they're good luck. They always cheer me on. I feel like I'll be comfortable to share
share
anything with them,
Yeah.
and they also share with me. I'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
same.
But it doesn't really have a time. It's it just happens.
Yeah, that's true. Once you have that vibe.
Yep.
Learning new things every day.
Yeah.
So no timeline. Okay, it just depends on how it goes. Then.
Yeah. Just going with the flow. That's the only time we can say that.
I've learned that I need to live in the moment more because I feel like I'm such a big planner that I forget to like take a step back and relax and just enjoy what's going on. And it's okay if it doesn't go the way you plan. So that's a big thing. And then like over time, you'll tell like if they open more to you, and then it like gets that to match. But I think like being friends is pretty good to start off with.
I feel like just having a friend, because I have one friend that when I was in school gave me a ride to Maryland because we had another class over there, and we've been friends since then. We drive together to Maryland and come back every day, come back around like 2 a.m. and he's still my friend. So it's like we know he's not going to cross it, because if you do, it's like
It's gonna
there's
mess
no
up the friendship.
and he shouldn't too. Don't.
Okay, whoever you are.
She said,
This is a warning.
At least you know.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, oh.
disclaimer.
Because I respect him a lot, so it's like if you do that,
If it happens, I feel like
You never catch
sometimes-
feelings?
oh, it's not.
If
Well,
he
he's
actually-
not.
okay.
He's not someone that I'm interested in. So I don't think I'm
also,
going
like-
to ever get.
Hey,
Yes, right here.
okay.
I'm like also like you can be
Sorry,
friends with the guy.
if you were thinking that.
Right, if you're watching this.
Sorry.
It's never gonna happen.
Rejection
Never
in
gonna
advance.
happen.
No.
Rejection
No.
in advance.
Maybe you need to pray harder. But I feel like it's good to be friends. It just depends on like how your feelings are, because like sometimes you might like start to like them, but then you have to also realize like what the values they have. Is that what you're looking for in a partner? You know what I mean? Because there's some things where you have for friends, but you have specific things for partners. And I know like if it would ever go far, I don't want, like personally, because I don't do some of the stuff, and I don't know how much it's gonna affect us in the future, and how it's gonna affect our kids and everything if it ever goes that far. So
Okay. So, one more question. I know we didn't want to go there, but I just had to ask. How do you know and when do you leave situationships? How do you know it is one, and when do you decide to exit out?
When it's past 3 mark.
3 months.
Yeah, if it's past that, or like it's inconsistent. They talk to you when they need you. When they can go days without talking to you. So, yeah.
When
some
he's
of
not
it.
straight up with you,
Exactly.
just whiny road every day.
I mean, I've never been in one, so like for me, I don't even think I will ever get to that point. A lot of times it's like I have a bad habit of like reciprocating if I don't like you. 'Cause I'm like letting you know, hey, I don't really. Also, the way you act is, because it doesn't sometimes doesn't even reach that point, because it's just like, oh, you do this, and I'm like, okay, yeah, let's move on. But if it would ever get to that point, which I doubt it won't, because I'm like outspoken. I feel like once I start to realize, I question myself, like, what am I doing here? So
I don't know how to leave, but like, but like, usually when like I see like it's not going the way that I thought it was gonna go, I usually just confront them, like, where like this is not going anywhere. Am I right? And they say yeah, and I'm like, cool, we can be friends, and just.
Bye.
But I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not having that type of closure. I would just leave in silence.
do you
Yeah.
think
You don't want to
If
talk
you
to me?
find yourself like always replying, like
Repeating
texting
yourself.
first, please just leave.
Yeah. At that point, you should
Yeah,
know
leave.
your worth at that point.
I was gonna ask, do you think like your standards affect based on culture?
I think so. I think culture, like how you grew up, definitely affects the standards that you will expect somebody to have.
Yeah, it has like
Yeah.
a first. Oh, you can go.
Yeah, because they're like people who smoke because your family does, and it's like, yeah, no.
And
They could be a good person, though, but like that's not why I want to see myself like doing
Exactly.
it. So
So I always wondered with like, especially with boundaries, depending on ethnicity, because like nowadays everyone's like interracially dating and stuff like that, and some people might specifically only stay within that group because it's just like their parents want them to marry this person, everything like
yeah,
that.
African parents.
See,
And
my dad says as long as you want to go to Ghana, he got no problem with it.
and so it's like you could block the person you're meant to be because you're trying to only stay in that bubble. But then also
Exactly.
when you look outward, sometimes it might be like because one, like racially wise, it could be like, oh, this is how I am. Like you have to understand where I'm coming from. Like, is your family actually going to be okay with me? And then maybe like, oh, I understand like your family's like really comfortable, but my family, like the level of respect and how we do things is different, and so you kind of have to learn with that. And I think sometimes it can affect like what my standards are because that person's didn't grow up having to like really worry about that as much.
Pasta lobster.
Pasta lobster.
What?
But I don't like pasta lobster like
What
that.
is that?
You ever heard?
Wasn't pasta lobster is
It's like
The song or
No.
something.
White people.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, where they take you out to it. I mean, I've had that experience before. So.
Oh, very
Yeah.
good.
Like that's where they take you.
Like
No,
they take
no,
you to
no,
a
no.
nice restaurant and everything. They want to go on a date with you and everything, and they
Treat
pay a
you
lot of money.
nice.
Honestly, they take you to a fancy one. Yeah, but I was shut up when I started. I was like, okay, like, have you ever dated an African girl or a black girl?
Oh my
before?
gosh, can we actually talk about that? Black girls being experiments for like outside races. Like they want to like see what it's like to date a black girl. Why? Am I a test subject? Please tell me. Oh my gosh, I went through this and I honestly, like you don't like black girls. Just move on with your
Like,
life.
I'm not racist. I've dated before. You know.
Exactly.
Why do you think people are doing that? Are they doing that just to
Either it's a trend
or because
or
they know like
It
black
was a
girls are,
trend
like,
though,
I don't
because
know.
you know, with colorism and everything, people were hating on black girls so much and everything, and they liked the features, but they didn't like the color. But then, like, people started to, like, say, I like black girls, and they got more views for that, so they're just trying to experiment and see what it's like, you know? And then they want to be shown as, like, oh, yeah, I like black girls, too, but do you understand, like, the struggle and everything? So,
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. In response to the question though, with the culture, like with our standards, for me, like being a first daughter, I'm very independent. I've learned how to do things on my own. Like I've provided with like things by myself. I learned things by myself. So if I have a guy like that's like laid back and doesn't like provide for me, because I already know how to do most stuff. So when I ask you to do something, like I'm probably pretending just to see if you can do it because I already know how to do it. I just want to see if you can do it so that I don't have to do it. So I can finally like lay back instead of always having to like do it because I've been doing it for a long time. So if you can't provide that, then
yeah.
bye-bye.
I definitely look at that, too.
Wait,
That's another
what was the
standard.
question?
What was the question? I think I asked
Like how is like culture incorporate in like your standards?
Well, that's my question. I think
Yeah, I think I
you
asked
just have to
something
do
else.
with the black girl.
Before that, anyways,
Yeah, that's
which
what
one do you
you
want to respond to? You asked so many questions.
I think it's about getting married to someone outside your culture.
Oh, okay.
I don't think my parents mind because if the person is a good person and the person is opened to going back to your country and learning about
Your culture and all that stuff.
it shouldn't be a problem. But when it,
As long as you're willing to do the same too.
Yeah.
when
I'm
it
willing
gets
to do
to
that.
a point that you have a friend that is always consistent on mentioning just one country,
Because I feel like
I feel like this is targeted to someone.
I know she's trying to attack me, but
I feel like for me, like, one, you know, it's okay to like date outside. It doesn't matter. Like, love is love, right?
well,
And I feel like I feel like I feel like it's like, one, if I'm gonna date somebody outside of my culture, my race, I'm gonna take in your culture. I'm gonna learn your language. I'm gonna learn how to cook the foods and everything. Because if we get married, like our kids are gonna have to, you know what I mean?
I know.
I want to pass that down
that's
to
the
them.
part where I'm like, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of work, but it should be
You really like the person you're willing
Yeah.
to do that. I think so.
And then the same way goes the other way, where they're like willing to learn and stuff like that and get involved. And you guys have trips because now your kids have all these passports. Like, let's go this
go
year for
here.
vacation. Next year, go this vacation.
I think in that kind of relationship, it would take like twice the energy, twice the the time. Like you have to invest like you have to be so intentional about making it work.
Because sometimes it's like language barriers.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
you want to speak your chi or whatever. When you're upset, you want to argue in your home language, but you can't do that because
that is the advantage because they wouldn't know what you're talking about.
That's not good.
No, sure, especially when you get mad at them, just go off.
You're just cussing them out in your own language. And you're like, what are you talking about? Yeah, but
I mean, they should be able to. I know that you guys like will say like one word, they will know like where.
Yeah. As you guys like.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
as they hang around your family, they will know.
The K word.
Yeah, everyone knows Kosia now. Like. Sorry, you said K word and I just said the word.
I mean, it doesn't technically. It doesn't like not curse word.
Right.
Like,
Everyone knows it. Even like.
It's always the bad words that goes around fast.
Yeah,
that's the one like a lot.
So they'll figure it out.
I taught my friend that word, and they sent the group chat, and they were like,
"Yeah, don't do that. Don't teach them bad words."
That was the only one I taught them.
All right. Any last thoughts before we wrap up on standards?
I was gonna ask, like, do you think, it's because we're all black here, do you think like dating as a black girl is a lot harder because like statistically wise, if we look at it, like, because we're like the most marginalized group, and also when it comes to like dating, black women are seen as the least and everything, do you think it becomes more difficult to find somebody? Because I know like in my situation, you go out, a lot of people aren't looking at black girls, they're usually looking at everybody else, and if they are, you gotta weed them out because most of the time it's just, oh, I never dated a black girl, but I'm excited to try, you know, or you're pretty for a black girl. So like, do you think it has been like harder because of that, or
harder to like date some?
Because like, especially like the black men on my campus, a lot of them go towards the white girls. So like,
yeah,
you know,
we see a lot of black men marrying like, you know, other races.
Yeah, all the NFL players, they have like white
girls,
like,
or even Asians, or
because there's this
like stereotype that black women are
not even too strong, but some of them are just mouthy for no reason.
Oh, I don't like when it's like
they just
so if a Latino girl was to get angry compared to a black girl, the black girl is seen as angry, right? But when a Latina girl does, they're like, she's spicy, she's different.
Yeah, but when the black girl does, it's like she's so aggressive.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Like, those stereotypes.
And it's just a certain group of black girls that do that, and they just take it out on everyone else. So I'm not black, I am African. I'm a Ghanaian, so
we have like African American, and then we have like African.
Like even the Africans don't even want us. Some of them.
Well, I mean,
we don't want them either. Don't worry.
Okay, we're not about to
calm
that
down
on the podcast.
They try to make it monolithic. That's the problem.
Okay, any advice to anyone out there in a relationship or whatever it is situation?
If you're not in a relationship, calm down. He's coming your way, so don't go chasing
like
the person.
Everybody says,
if you chase, he's the wrong one.
Yes, it says in the Bible, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing."
Right.
So you're the prize. You're the good thing he's supposed to be with.
Wait for him.
You're the rib.
Amen.
You're the rib. Okay. God took the rib out of the man. The man has to find his other rib. Okay.
Okay, preach.
yeah.
Karen, any last thought?
It's the way he acts.
Everything she's saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Advice, I would say, for me, I'm pretty bold, so it's okay. Speak what you want, right? Because if you never speak of what you want, you're going to be stuck in something you don't want to be in. You know what I mean? And I say, like, some things you give yourself, like, a list of non-negotiables, things you're okay with, things you can work on. Ooh, never too pessimistic, because I can't. I'm paranoid. You go over here telling me, oh, my gosh, it's going to...
Negative.
Yeah, no, not for me.
Energy.
But I would say, like, 2 strikes or 3 strikes, depending on what it is, you're out. You know what I mean? So definitely take that. And if they show you who they are, don't go back. And if they cheat,
if they cheat, they could do it again. Just leave.
Yeah.
Never go
because
back.
what does that say about you? You know, they see that they can come back.
For another day, but
And if they say they're focused on themselves, tell them to
leave.
don't talk to them again.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, but
For fun, but...
for the plot, it's like that.
maybe remind you at part 2 next time. We don't know when,
actually,
but
stand on business. That's what you need. You need to stand up. I need to stand on business. Me, myself, I need to stand on business. Like, I have these standards, but I don't be standing on these businesses. Like, I just be going with the flow.
That is a good one.
So,
know your worth. And don't decide to change who you are because of the guy. A lot of girls end up doing that. They're like, maybe I'm overthinking my standards. My standards are too much. Don't. No.
Somebody's gonna meet your standards.
If he wanted to, he would.
If he wanted to, he would.
Yeah,
exactly.
You may not meet all of it, but you meet like most of it, or like the main ones. You know.
Okay. I mean, the main thing is, I feel like, everything is prayer. I mean, choosing a spouse or partner, it's prayer. You can't go with your physical eyes. Of course, you're looking at the person, but also there's a spiritual aspect to it as well. So don't rush to be in a relationship. Honestly.
It's not even worth
Take your time.
It's like everyone wants to be in, but take your time.
And there's a difference between taking your time and like, I'm trying to enjoy my 20s right now. Like, I'm trying to live it up and everything. It's different. It's a difference. Don't force into a relationship.
Yeah, but it don't take too long. Also,
Yeah, it's
complicated, bro.
be in the middle.
Yeah.
And pray a lot.
Yes, pray for like, you think it's funny and everything like that. Like, I don't understand. I don't need that right now. Pray. Even if you're like
definitely
13, 12, start praying.
Stop praying.
Yeah, like, God will prepare that person for you.
I will let you know if that person that you think you're not sure about, he will know if that person's supposed to be alive.
That prayer.
And stop
Pray that
staying home.
If he's not the one, God, remove him.
Anyways, that should be your advice. But anyways, no pointing fingers.
What'd you say?
All right,
Stop
that is
saying
a wrap on today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. We want to hear from you guys, so put your comments in the comment section and let us know what standards you expect your partner to have. We'll see you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.